Hi, I'm Judy Mowatt, and I'm here today to talk about my outreach ministry. I've had my outreach ministry from 2002, where I would go to the facility, the all-female facility, correctional facility in Jamaica, and I would go in, they would allow me in, I would talk with the ladies, I would have like a gospel concert for the inmates, those who are from overseas like Europe, England, and Jamaica. I would go into schools and I would assist schools, and I would assist any program that I see that is in need of financial help. I am like a go-between, someone who is less fortunate and that person who doesn't have a voice to speak for themselves and to ask, different companies to assist them. I would go and I would be the go-between, and I would get the assistance that they need, and I would facilitate them. I also, if there is someone who has someone in the family that is deceased, I would assist. I would go around and I would ask partners, I would ask friends, I would call up everyone I know, and I would get the assistance I need to help. There is a lady, Miss Marie. She had a son down in Montego Bay who was tragically gunned down, and she didn't have $1 to bury her son. And she came to me, I don't know why she came to me, but she came, and I asked friends and I asked companies, and we were able to get the money to bury her son. It was in our second city, so she would have needed to be transported from Kingston to Montego Bay. And so we had the Knutsford Express bus that transported them from Kingston to Montego Bay, things like that. Now, in 2011, I was at Bath Primary School at a parent-teachers meeting, and the teacher got up and she was talking about the disposition of the school, the condition that the school was in. And she was crying. She said the children are not learning. She said the children are not able to participate in sports activities, and she didn't know what to do. Then they found out that the parents weren't sending the children to school with breakfast, which is the most important meal of the day. The children were hungry when they come to school, and so they could not learn. And I was at the meeting and I never saw anyone got up to say, let me help. So I went home and I felt that this whole thing fell on me to do something about it, to help. Anyway, I went home and the Lord showed me that I should do a fish fry. And I did a fish fry. I know you know what a fish fry is, where you cook the fish, you invite people from outside to come in and purchase. And people came, it was a tremendous success. People came and so we got a good amount of money, and I was able to give that money to the principal. Not only did she start a breakfast program, we all started a breakfast program, but not only that, what she did, she purchased some chickens. She had a chicken farm where the eggs was for the breakfast table. So the kids would have the eggs from their own fowl coop. And also they had a farm, a school farm, where the children participate in rearing the vegetables and the plantains and the food that went on the breakfast table, which I think was highly commendable. Well, Judy Mowatt Outreach Ministries, it is called, JMOM for short. We do not have the money to facilitate these children. So we depend on friends, and we depend on corporate entities to assist us. Now, the breakfast program has been a tremendous success. The children were able to participate in sports. The children came first, not only in a parish, in their own parish, but regional, the whole island. They came first in sports activities. They also were doing exceptionally well with their schoolwork. They took the exams and they were very successful in the all-island exams from the Ministry of Education. They were successful. And this, the principal would say that it is because of the breakfast program why the children have been doing so well, because they're eating, not only just eating, but nutritional food in the mornings. They have their they have vitamins, they have their juices, they have, guava juices, orange juices, they have eggs from the farm, they have the vegetables from the farm. So that is what we have been doing. But recently, last year, March, the pandemic strike, and what happened? The kids had to go home, and so they are doing virtual learning, and these kids had to have a device to learn, a learning device. They needed a smartphone, a laptop, or a tablet, and this was so difficult for these children to come by. And for those who barely could afford their mother's phone, or their parents would have their cell phone for their own personal use, you find that they would have to be using the parents' phone. Now, using the parents' phone, the Wi-Fi would be their problem, because our network provider does not have a tower up in the mountains where some of these children are living. So anywhere you look at it, it's really challenging. So I have been on a drive seeking assistance from anyone that can assist us with a tablet, a smartphone, or a laptop. Now, I have been in contact with a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, introduced me to Eyes Open Foundation. And Eyes Open Foundation has come in to assist us. And Eyes Open Foundation has been like a help that we have always needed, because they are consistent. On a monthly basis, we are able to help the children. We are able to help, like for one girl, Eyes Open Foundation was able to help her for 6 months paying for her internet service. Because again, if you happen to get happen to get a tablet, you need the internet service, and that is so expensive. So Eyes Open has assisted this young girl for 6 months paying for her internet services. So I am here to just thank Eyes Open Foundation for assisting us, and the assistance that they have given to the less fortunate here in Jamaica. There is a lady, she lives in the inner city, and she's not able to, because of the coronavirus, she was doing domestic work. She's not able to go into these into her employer's home to work anymore. So she's at home. She has 2 daughters to care for. She doesn't have a man or a husband to help her. And so Eyes Open Foundation was so helpful. They assisted her with paying her rent for a few months, you know. So I personally just want to thank Eyes Open Foundation for all that you're doing for the less fortunate, for those who are in need, in dire need here in Jamaica. And I just want to lift my hat to you, and I just want to say thanks. And I'm saying, I pray that God will bless you so you will continue and be able to do more on our island here in Jamaica, because you are really, really of great assistance to us. And may God bless you. Thank you very, very, very much.